I'm not going to coach offense. Offense is very important. We need to shoot threes. We need to play fast. We need to space the floor. We need to attack. We're going to practice a lot of offense. But we need to defend, too.
Mike, sorry. Keegan tonight, it like was a coming-of-age game for him. I mean, we've seen him have the big 45-point or 47-point game early in the season. But just to watch him hunt shots in that first quarter, just how good did that make you feel to see him, like the light bulb going off and him understanding just how much impact he can have on a game for you guys?
No, it's great. And you know, we've talked about it all year. You know, last year Keegan was just a spot-up catch and shoot three-point shooter, you know. And all season, you know, he's tried to step back three. He's got in the paint, shot his little leaner. And, you know, as a coach, he's a young guy. You know, at times, even for his teammates, it can be a little frustrating, but you know he can end up being great with that stuff. And so you got to keep giving him the freedom and the confidence to do it. And his teammates have backed him all year. We've backed him all year. And, you know, it's just a matter of time, in my opinion, before all those shots that he's taking and moves he's making from all three levels become secondhand to him. It's a lot of fun to watch his growth on both ends of the floor.
Mike, you talk a lot about imposing will, and given, you know, you're playing that team that you've seen firsthand do what it does in the third quarter, what stood out to you about the way De'Aaron imposed his will, scoring 14 points in the third after halftime?
He got to his spots. You know, that's what he started with. He used his speed, which is second to none in this league, and he got to his spots. And, you know, one of the things that I've talked about with Foxy is he's already a great player. You know, he's had a great individual career for a young guy already. But he could be a great player that wins at the highest of high levels. He's that good. And the great ones that win at the highest levels, they have another gear that they get to, you know, when it's go time. And when you look at them, you never see them tired. They take it to another gear, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to go rattle off 15 straight points. They take it to another gear and get to their spots because they're that good to score it. Or if they draw 2-3 defenders, they get to their spots and they make their other teammates better. They make the game easier for their teammates. And to me, that's what Foxy showed. We switched up his rotation tonight. He played two bursts. He played a long first one and a semi-long second one. And he looked good. He got to his spots, and he made plays for himself. He made plays for his teammates like he's supposed to. And that's a step in the right direction in terms of figuring out how to be great, but not just a great individual player, a great winning player that can take your team to heights that it's not used to.
How did you feel beating the team that not only did you coach there for a while, but the guys that you coached for so many years? How did you feel about beating them and ending their season?
I didn't care who we played. It was about getting a win. And Steve Kerr's the most competitive guy. Blonde hair, blue-eyed, good-looking dude that looks like the All-American guy. But he's about winning, whoever's in front of him. He wanted to kick my ass or our ass, and trust me, I wanted to kick his ass or his team's ass because they were in front of us. But, you know, in terms of it being Golden State or anybody, I don't care who's in front of us. We want to win.
Coach, you know probably better than anyone that a scoreless night from Klay Thompson doesn't really happen often. How are you guys able to make that happen?
Like I said, I thought our guys did a great job with their physicality defensively. We did a pretty good job with our switching when we need to switch. We did a pretty good job with our contests. But you know what? You also need players to miss some.